Hiya folks, this is our Ninja AF400, which we've had for just over a year, Sharon. But Chefree have been in contact with us, and they have brought out the AFW20 Airfryer, which again is a double tray one, but this has got some interesting extras. Let's see how these compare. Right, so as we know, this is the AF400. Up until recently, this was over £250, which was a lot of money. I think they've recently dropped it because they've just brought a new model out now, which is the AF451, which retails at £268, and that's got a probe in it. That's the only difference, as I can see. Still a 9.5 litre one. But anyway, we're not interested in this one because we've already reviewed this one. We're more interested in this one here. And this comes in at £159 compared to about £200, which this one's dropped down for at the moment. So let's have a closer look at this and let's find out a lot more about it, because this has got some things which this one hasn't got. So this is the Chefree AFW20, and it's got these slightly smaller drawers. They come in at 4 litres each, whereas the one on the AF400 are about 4.7 litres each. So if we just open this up, can you just see what happens here, Sharon? They've got a little safety device on these handles. Rather than just pull them out, you push a button, and as you pull it out, look, it's got a light inside, Sharon.
Oh, stop it!
And not only a light, you've actually got transparent windows. Can you see the inside of the crisper tray, folks? Just inside there, look. The actual drawers have got a glass window there, which will come in really handy, Sharon, if you're baking, won't they? Yeah. So we'll just take these drawers out, and as you can probably see, you've got a longer drawer, which is a lot more handy if you're making loaves or things like that, bread, or you're cooking bread. Measure. So Sharon's just got to get a tape measure. And what's the internal diameter, Sharon? So that's 6 inches inside. And the AF400 is about 6.5 inches inside. Yeah. So lengthwise, you've got probably 8.5 inches on the old AF400. And this one, oh, that's a lot bigger, isn't it? That's nearly 10 inches, 9 3/4 inches. So it's definitely a lot longer. So as far as the height goes, folks, the height on the AF400
with the crisper tray,
the crisper tray, and it's just over 4 1/4 inches. And in here, you're looking at 3.5 inches. So there seems to be a bit of a difference with the height. So they do say on their website, they reckon they can get a 2 kilogram chicken in there. I don't know that, we haven't got a chicken to try. But that's the crisper tray in the bottom, Sharon. Yeah. And the thing with this crisper tray is it's got 2 levels. Right. So if you just take that crisper tray out of the bottom now, if you tip it to one side, because you've got these little, let me show you, these little silicone plugs that are on the side there. I presume they do come out if you want to clean them or whatever. So Sharon's going to show you a little tip with a crisper tray, because they've all got these silicone pads on, and they can be a bit sticky at first, can't they, for pushing in. So Sharon just literally oils the ends of the silicone pads, and you'll find now that when she puts that in, you have to tip these ones to get under the pad, and then you can just drop it in onto the lower level like that. But then, as I say, you can now put them halfway up. Right, so take it out again, Sharon. Tip it to one side, and then you can just place it on the upper level and use that now as a grilling platform, which is ideal for like doing cheese on toast or stuff like that, or just flash frying something off if you wanted to grill something like a steak or whatever. So you can actually lift it up and use the crisper tray a lot nearer, rather than putting in other trivet trays or whatever like that. So that's a nice feature there. So pushing them in size, you've got, again, a dual basket element there, just as the same with the AF400. The overall wattage of this is 2,400 watts, whereas the Ninja is slightly bigger elemented with 2,470. So you're looking at 8 litres there in comparison to 9.5 litres with the Ninja. This has the benefit, as I said, with the lights inside, as you've just seen that come on as I took the drawer out, and also what they call the view to cook windows, and the dual level crisper trays as well. This also has the sink finish, where you can have one thing cooking at one time, another thing cooking at a different time limit, and they will both finish together. So it compares with the Ninja there. So if we just turn it on, we'll let you see the display pad. You've got your left and right basket. You either choose the left basket the right basket or left and right if you're cooking in both of them. So if we were doing both, we'll just click the left and right and that lights up the whole panel then. So again, you've got air fry, roast, air crisp, broil, which is like a grill function. You've got the bake, dehydrate, reheat, and also the grill function as well. So all these different functions there. You can also turn the lights on independently. If I just show you, you can turn them on and off for each side. That's the left one. As likewise over here will be the right one. You can turn them on and off during the cooking. So the benefit of having the lights and also the window, Sharon.
It's great. For when they like your Yorkshire pudding, sometimes you've got to check, and cakes as well. When you're doing cakes, they're not going to burn.
So that's an amazing thing, because 9 times out of 10 we have to guess it, don't we?
Like when you're cooking your pizza, you don't want it too burnt on top. You can actually see, which is a great idea.
Yeah, so that's a really good feature there, and I'm surprised other...
It's actually more like an oven then, isn't it?
Yeah, because you actually look in your oven door,
yeah.
don't you? So that's a feature which I'm surprised that other manufacturers haven't actually picked up on. So good job for Chefree there. So what are we going to do then, just to start things off?
Let's make some fairy cakes.
Right, so we have got, as I said to you, we've got the dual temperatures there. You've got the dual, if you wanted to just cook on the left one, you just click the left one, and then you can set the time and also your temperature there. Up and down, there's your time, temperature going up and down, and over this side your time goes up and down that side. If you want to activate the right one, you just press the right one over here, and then you'll see the one on this side where you can raise and lower the temperature and also the time as well. And as I say, operating both trays together, you just need to set that once, and they will both obviously start cooking at exactly the same time by pressing the start button. And it's quite a silent one, Sharon, isn't it?
It is actually.
It's quite a silent one. There's not much noise coming out of it at all. And again, if you open a drawer whilst cooking, that will stop the cooking for the left basket and the right basket. And then just re-putting the drawer back in, you're off cooking again. And it also has an audible bleep to let you know that once it's finished cooking as well. Let me just turn it back on as well. Right, so let's just have a little look at the sync function, folks. To do that, you just turn the unit on and then press the left function. And let's say, for example, you want that at 180 degrees C for 20 minutes. You then go over to your right function, and then you can set your temperature and time again. So we want that to come in at 19 minutes, so that's a minute difference. So you've got 20 minutes on that basket, 19 minutes on that basket, but you both want it to finish at the same time. So all you do is you press your sync finish button. That then starts flashing, and you then press your play button. And as you can see, the right one is on hold until that comes down to the 19 minutes, and they will both start cooking together. So that's the beauty of the sync finish, so that both your chambers actually finish cooking at the same time. I'll just wait till we get down to the 19 and you'll see that one coming in. Okay, so we're just coming down to the 19 minutes now, and the right hand drawer should start cooking. There we go, and that is the sync function, folks. It's as simple as that. Nice and easy to use. I'm going to stop that now, or pause it, and just turn the unit off, and it does its cooling countdown as well. So we thought one of the good things to test is doing a bit of baking in the shower, didn't we? Right, so you're going to make your one hit wonder cakes, and what you got here?
100 grams of butter, 100 grams of self-raising flour, 100 grams of sugar, 2 eggs, teaspoon of baking powder. We're going to live it up, put some chocolate drops inside, and vanilla essence for flavouring as well.
Right, on you go then, baby.
Got to check my eggs.
So in with the sugar, in with the flour, in with one of the eggs, and we break them into a separate glass just to make sure that they're not off, folks.
Yeah.
In goes the second egg, and in with your baking powder. So literally all them ingredients, apart from the chocolate and the vanilla essence, has gone into the bowl. So you're just going to mix all that up together now.
Yeah.
I've put the crisper trays on the lowest level there, folks, as you can see. So Sharon says best to preheat it first. So I'm just going to turn it on, go for the left and right tray.
160, please.
And we're just going to lower these temperatures to 160 degrees. And I'm only going to put it on for about 5 minutes just to give them a preheat. And then press play. So while that's warming up, Sharon's just finished her mix. She's just going to add in the vanilla essence or extract. Right, she's now whisked that up, and then we're now just going to drop in these chocolate drops.
Oh, chocolate chunks they are.
Chocolate chunks, of course they are.
We're not going to add the whole
No,
bag.
you put about half of that bag in, and literally just stir them through, folks, and that will be the cake mix ready. Right, there's your little fairy cakes, all made out and distributed, folks.
Yep.
So all Sharon's going to do is just to put these in. We've preheated that, as you know, for 5 minutes. So we're just going to put these in the air fryer, being careful not to burn yourself, baby.
Yep.
And as I say, we're hoping to be able to see through the front of these and watch them cooking with the little viewing windows at the front and also the lights inside, Sharon.
Yes, let's get them on.
So in they go.
It's losing the heat out the oven.
And all we do is we turn the unit on. We're going to press left and right because we want to be using both of these. So we'll turn left and right on. We want the temperature to be 160, I think Sharon's told me. And they're going on for 12 minutes. As you can see, they adjust both times when you press left and right. If we were going to do the left basket only, we'd just press that one, or the right basket, we'd only press that one. So 12 minutes, and then press the play button, and that's it. So the lights are on, as you can probably see there, folks. Can I show you that inside there?
The lights have gone off, haven't they?
Yeah, I've just shown you there. Look, you can actually see the cakes inside. I'm trying to, there you go. You can get a good view of it there, folks. Look, so that's a fantastic feature. And all we'll do, we just turn the lights off, and we'll come back and we'll see what that looks like. Right, just coming up to 9 minutes, folks. Let's turn the light on and have a little look. Well, as you can see, after 3 minutes, they're rising already. So this function is really proving great, because definitely with baking, Sharon, you don't want to be opening the drawer up, do you?
No, it's the worst thing you can do.
We'll just turn that light off again. Right, just come up to halfway, folks, and then we'll turn the light on and have a little look inside as well. Just to let you know, if you left the light on, it would stay on for 30 seconds and automatically turn itself off. So right, we're at 6 minutes now. The cakes are halfway. Now normally you're getting a little bit wondering what's like inside, Sharon, aren't you? But here we can clearly see that the cakes are rising absolutely lovely, and everything's fine. So you can either turn the light off manually or just leave it and it will go off in 30 seconds time. And Sharon, what are we going to be doing next, baby?
Fancy cheese on toast.
You fancy a bit of cheese on toast? Of course you do. So she's just grating the cheese, and we're also going to try out that feature where the tray is higher up, Sharon. See if that works. Right, so Sharon's just getting some stuff out to make a... Is it Welsh rarebit we're doing, Sharon?
A bit of Worcester sauce.
It's not just cheese on toast, is it?
No.
But so far, one of the functions I can see, which is very, very handy, is the glass door, Sharon, and the light inside. Because we get so many people say to us, well, in my air fryer, it didn't cook properly, or this, that, the other, didn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas here, you've got the glass doors. If you're unsure of the times, you've got a visual check inside straight away without opening the drawers of that, Sharon, haven't you?
That's it.
So that's really fantastic. Looking at the thing,
It's lovely.
it's not getting hot at all. The air intake apparently is around the top of this square thing here.
I will say it's very quiet, considering both drawers are on.
Yeah, I think it's quieter than the Ninja, isn't it?
It's the quietest one we've got.
It is the quietest one we've got, and we haven't got that on the bake setting. We've just left it on the basic air fry setting as well. And also, you know what it's like. Kids play about with stuff. Kids might want to pull their drawers out and have a look.
That's a good safety feature.
Them little
that,
safety
actually.
locks on the top, I think, are a very good idea as well. And I love peeking, Sharon. I'm going to have another little look.
Yeah, I like looking at cakes
They are
cooking.
rising. We've got just over 3.5 minutes to go.
It smells good.
And cakes are very funny, Sharon.
Yes, they are.
They can be hit or miss. And having that right near the cooking time can make the difference between a nice cake or a burnt cake. So it's a lovely little feature. So far, Sharon, I'm liking it.
Yes, I'm liking it.
Especially for the money. Can't believe it compared to what the Ninja was.
Very good money.
They've only just started to drop that AF400 price now because they brought out a later model, one with a thermostatic probe as well, haven't they? So, yeah, so far this is working well, Sharon. I'm well happy with that. Let me come round there, Shal. Get out your way because I know you want to prepare your Welsh rarebit. You've grated up some cheese at the moment, which is just some strong cheddar.
We'll just tip it in there.
In there. I'll tell you what, Shal.
Should we make it now?
Do it now. Get it all prepared.
Let's get me a little spoon then.
And then we'll go from one straight into the other.
This you make.
Come on, baby. They can't see you.
This you make to your taste.
Yeah. This is your taste, baby.
This is my taste.
So we like a bit of salt and pepper.
There's no we. I like pepper.
I won't actually be having
No.
any, folks, because I'm cutting down on certain foods like bread and that, so I can't even have this. English mustard.
This is hot one.
Hot one, yeah.
I'm going for that amount, about 3/4 of a teaspoon.
Right. And Worcestershire sauce. I think there's a similar one they call Henderson's relish.
Yeah.
Sharon. Oh, hello. Right, you ready? I'm going around the other side. I'm going to have a little check.
And then I just say, you just mix.
That's it, isn't it?
Yeah. You can add other things to it, onion or whatever.
Can you see? Look at that. Look. Look how they've risen. And they're browning off lovely, Sharon. I reckon that extra 2 minutes is going to be absolutely perfect. So there's your little mix for your Welsh rarebit.
The good thing making this, especially if you're going in the air fryer, the cheese won't really blow off.
Don't some people put an egg in it as well, Sharon?
I've never put an egg in it. I don't know.
It does, yeah. You can do it with an egg.
Well, this is my take.
You do what you want.
This is my taste buds.
Right, we're down to our last few seconds now, folks. I wanted you to see what happens at the end here.
The end?
There we go. They both shut off.
And the lights come on.
The lights come on, and there's also an audible bleeping noise. They look good, Shell. There we go. So it says the word end on the front, and it's just like cooling down now. I think it's about 30 seconds, something like that. There we go. Just gone off. And let's have a little look. Oh, they look good. They look good. Sharon's just going to press a skewer in to see if they come out wet.
Clean.
Absolutely clean. So those things have actually cooked, folks, to perfection. How about that? Right, we're going to get them out and put them on a plate and start our little test with the Welsh rarebit, Sharon. Right, so we just put the crisper tray halfway up, folks. We're just going to toast the bread first of all. So we'll put it in there like that. We'll put it on there. We're going to go for the left tray because that's all we're using. We're going to hit the grill function, and we're literally just going to press the start button, and that will start cooking that tray. Now, if we look in the top there, we can actually see our bread in there, folks. So, although it's on for 10 minutes, we won't be cooking it for the 10 minutes. We'll be keeping a visual eye on it until that top browns off. We'll take it out. Sharon will put her mix on the other side. We'll put it in and grill it off and finish the cooking that way. And your cakes are looking lovely, Sharon.
Yes, they're
I love your muffins, baby.
Thanks. The fairy cakes, actually.
Of course they are. Right, I've been going for 5 minutes, folks. Let's just have a little look inside without opening the door. Put the light on. Yeah, I can see that's got a little bit of a goldy topping on top of that, so I'm happy with that, Sharon.
Lovely jubbly.
Well, let's take that out and let's get your bread out. It's got a lovely little bit of toast on that side. And we'll be doing the other side, folks, as I said. So Sharon's just going to put her mixture on the toast or bread.
Just pushing it down to make it all
Yeah, we always push, when we put grated cheese in an air fryer, folks, we always sort of pat it down just to make sure that it doesn't blow all over the place. So let's put that back in there now. Don't forget we're on the other side of the bread now. We're going to put that on, and that's going to continue cooking for the remaining 5 minutes. And I will just check, Shell, that it's not blowing all over the place, which it doesn't appear to be. And that, again, is one of the great things about the glass door, folks.
Yeah.
What a great feature that is.
Imagine seeing it, having the glass door and seeing it blowing everywhere. It'd do me in.
Okay, folks, it's saying it's got nearly 2 minutes left on the grill function. I'm just going to turn the light on, have a little look inside, and I can see that that's already cooked. So, I'm just going to stop that now. Just press the pause button. Now I can take it out and have a look. Oh, look at that, look.
Oh, thank you.
How does that look, folks? You can see that sizzling away. And I didn't have to open the drawer. I was able to see it through the view window at the front and then the light. So there you go, Sharon. That looks absolutely lovely.
I'll get it out.
You get that out, baby.
Oh.
Look at that. That is Welsh rarebit, folks. Sharon's just going
to... Now listen.
Listen to that crunch you get, look.
You get proper crunchy toast.
You only get that crunch with an air fryer, Sharon, don't you?
Yeah.
So she's just going to cut that
I'm just going to let that cool down for a second because that will burn my mouth.
Just to let you have a look inside it, folks, just the layout of the element in there. It's a lovely little thing. It's a lovely little thing. And I must say, I'm utterly impressed with this, to be honest with you, especially for the money, Sharon.
Yes, I'm impressed with it, actually.
I'm just going to turn it off. Let's see if it's done that any good, Sharon. This is your AFW20 cooked Welsh rarebit on toast on the crisper tray in the higher up setting. Is that good? I can hear the crunch, actually. God.
It's lovely. Do you know what? I don't know why I have normal cheese on toast. The flavours that are in this.
Just by adding a couple of extra elements, folks. That's all it is. Right, so let's have a closer look at these cakes, folks. Right there, bring them around and show you. So here we go. Let's take one out of these silicone moulds. These are chocolate chip fairy cakes. A lot of people always want to see the underside. Is the underside cooked? Well, I'm sure you can see there that they are cooked. I'll just break it open for you. Look at that, look. Look at that, look. Look how moist that is inside, Sharon. Not dry at all. That mix you've created there, perfect. And that AFW20. Oh, I'm dropping all your chicken chocolate chips, Sharon. Cooked it absolutely perfectly. So there you go, folks. That's the Chefree AFW20 Airfryer. Retail at the moment at a very respectable £159. But I'm sure that if you check below, I think they're going to give me a discount code and a link there for you to actually buy this air fryer. It is 8 litres. It's got 2,400 watts, which is basically near enough the same as the Ninja AF400. It's got the view cook windows and lights, which we've just found for cooking stuff, which especially little fairy cakes or any sort of baking, which could be a bit temperamental. Absolutely a fantastic little addition there to an air fryer. I don't know why other people haven't done it so far. They do have the dual level crisper trays, which we've just used there and find out they work perfectly. She's on the cakes now, baby. She's on the cakes. They've also got the sink finish, just like the dearer air fryers. And they say that you can do a 2 kilogram chicken in one of them baskets, and also 2 kilograms of chips as well. I've got that directly from the website. We haven't actually put that to the test. But I'm sure this will cook anything as well as the other air fryers which we've showed before. And all I can say is that it doesn't really get hot. The air vents around the top there, and the exhaust is out the back. So like with every air fryer, make sure that you keep it away from the wall a little bit. Otherwise you could get a condensation build up or whatever. But yeah, what do you reckon of it?
Brilliant. That cake is so light and fluffy, it's unbelievable actually.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video, folks. Do check out, a lot of people have been put off by the price of the Ninja air fryers and how dear they are. This thing, it performs just like them, to be honest with you. And our finding...
And if you've got a smaller kitchen as well, it's not bad considering it's 2 drawer the size of it compared to the Ninja.
You're getting more in the length rather than the height in the drawers. So there you go. That's the only real difference we can find. Apart from that, it does everything the dearer ones do.
I can't fault it.
With the addition of the windows and the lights inside, which is a great addition. Anyway, thanks very much, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do check out the link below. I'm sure there's going to be a discount link down there for you. So do check it out. It's well worth the money. That's our opinion anyway. First time we've used it, and we're happy with it. In fact, we're going to be keeping this one. That's going in the second kitchen.
Charlotte Jimmy.
Anyway, thanks very much. We'll see you in the next video. And until then, bye for now.
Bye.
Come on, baby. You can't eat all these cakes.
I can't eat none of them for my grandchildren.